Sorry for the long hiatus, but it's Tavo here with the guys. We're gonna be doing a deck profile on DDDs. It's just this deck came out and it's pretty fun. It's complicated, but it's fun. But we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. It's just a basic DDD list. So let's just go. For the main deck, of course, the 3 ofs. Kepler searches your spells and traps. Thomas, level 8s, and Ragnarok. These mostly allow you just to, like Thomas, well, the effect, pop the scale, special summon. Pop any scale, special summon a level 8 triple D from your deck. So you can make your, like, King Kali Yuga or what's his name? Harbinger. We play 2 of the Armageddon guys, so when they're summoned, the foolish DDD cards to the graveyard. I believe it's either that or Contract, yeah. And then for the last Pendulum, we play 1 Orthos. Orthos is good just in case you're like scared of the 1 back row, or in case you have emptiness, you can just activate it and pop it by targeting another DDD card or Contract card. And that'll be it for the Pendulums. Now for the non-Pendulums, of course, you have triple Necro Slime that allows you to fusion in graveyard, and triple Swirl, which allows you to fusion from hand. And of course, for the new cards, the new additions to the deck, we have triple Lamia. It's just Glow Bulb times 10, basically. And that's gonna be it for the monsters. Now for the spells, we play the only 3 of the Contract card is the the Gate. So it's once per turn, it's basically like a tanky, you just search, but it doesn't give them any type of boost. So but yeah, it's good. So as long as it stays up, every main phase you could search, but you take 1,000 during each standby phase. And for the last of the 3 ofs, 3 alerts. This might seem like overkill for this deck, but you play so many darks, like a lot, that it's just the draw power on this deck is kind of like rivals the Blue Eyes, but in this one you actually, most of the time you draw stuff that you can use that turn. And for the 2 ofs now, we play Desires. 2 Desires. I know some people are just like, why not play 3 Desires instead of the triple alert? It just I don't like, sometimes there's been a lot of times where you like draw another Desires from the Desires, and it's just not a good feeling. At least with alert, you could keep activating them. The next of the 2 ofs, you play 2 of the Swamp. This just playing 2 because you do play Desires, like I said. So you don't, if you banish 1, because you're not completely like, this allows you to go off even more. So you could just fusion from your hand, field, or graveyard again after you use your monster effects. Play double trade-in for the level 8s. You play 6 level 8s, so you could just trade them in, draw more cards. Like I said, just rivals the draw power of the Blue Eyes. And now for the 1 ofs of the spell, play 1 ugly rarity Foolish. You always see it because it's platinum. 1 super Upstart for consistency reasons. And a 1-for-1, just because you can summon Lamia or Kepler. Kepler, when it's normal or special, you search for your Contract card. And now for the traps, only play 4 traps. Of course, you play Witch, which is a Regeki break, but discarded one of your DDD or Contract cards from grave during the player's turn. And what a lot of people don't realize is that it has that 1,000 gain during your opponent's turn. So once they try to attack, you don't even need to have to Regeki break their monster. Like, you could just flip this up, and your fiends all gain 1,000. And most of the time they end up like destroying their own monster. And for the next one, of course, Emptiness wins games. Card's broken. And to round off the traps and complete the 40 card deck, it's gonna be Solemn Strike. Just to, if you draw it as one of your, because this deck you could open up 3 card combos, and if you open this or one of these to back it up with, this is searchable. But if you open up one of these, like it just seals the games most of the time. Especially with Siegfried to try to Twin Twister, you negate it. And for the extra deck, playing 2 tokens because you have to, just in case. 2 Genghis. Sometimes I've been contemplating playing the 3rd because I've seen a lot of times that if somehow they manage to break your board, you're gonna be going in through you're gonna be having you're gonna be out of resources if you use it all game turn 1, which most of the time you do. Right now it's double dark, but I might cut one of these just for the 3rd one of that. Beowulf, basically what he is, he's the heavy storm of the deck if it stays on your board for the next standby phase. And then the Caesar, just Caesar Ragnarok, it takes your opponent's monsters by targeting one of your Contract cards. When it attacks, it takes another monster that it wasn't attacking. That's it for the fusions. Now for the synchro portion of the deck, which is that does a lot of. There's a Formula Synchron and Librarian. That's just to basically draw more cards as you're going on with your plays. Play one Meteor Burst because it helps a lot if you don't draw. If you scale up one of your what's it called, like your Ragnaroks or Thomases, you could summon it, or any other pendulum skill. When you summon this, you could special summon one of your scales. And Alexander, just to allow you to make Crystal Wing. It's the one that came out in the tin. It's a really good card. Targets a level 4, one of DD special summons. Basically the same effect as Genghis. A Siegfried, which is the new synchro that we got, the one that negates everything, every spell or trap. As long as, to activate desires, you can negate it. MST, negate it, protect your emptiness. You could even shut off your own emptiness during your turn to go off and then keep it on board for their turn. Play one Omega, Crystal Wing, just because your turn 1 boards are most of the time insane. And then to round off the extra deck, I'm going to be playing a King Kali Yuga, Heavy Storm during your player's turn, negates effects when it's summoned, on monsters card effects on the field, and a Harbinger. For those turn 1 boards, you're not sure what you're playing against, you just make this and take a spell from them. So that's going to be it for the DDD deck profile. Hope you guys liked. We will be uploading again to the schedule that we had. Sorry for the long hiatus again. This has been Tyler from Stream Breakthrough. See you guys later.